Hello ghouls and goblins and welcome back to The Fog. I'm Taylor, your casual crypt keeper, and I got something for you. It started life as a creepypasta and then became a viral sensation pretty much overnight. It seems we've never been able to leave the back rooms since we first entered. How appropriate. Make a note of where the exits are in your room. I don't want you getting skinnamarink now, because today we're gonna dive deep into the ever-sprawling fluorescent yellow hallways for the top 5 terrifying backrooms found footage that will leave you cursed. Let me know down below if this is all totally new to you, or if you've got a Backrooms favorite piece of lore. Shout it out, we love hearing it. Alright, let's dive on in. Number 5, the Kane Parsons shorts. Now if you're a fan of internet horror like Slender Man, Marble Hornets, or the SCP Foundation, you know, all that sort of stuff, then no doubt you're probably already well versed in the Backrooms and all the horror those odorous 70s hallways emanate. But I know my mom watches my videos sometimes, so I thought I'd start off with a quick summary and a flash of the most famous Backrooms content before we really get into it. Initially starting life as a small post on a certain image board, you know the one, in 2019, Backrooms refers to a space between realities that manifests as a dreary, never-ending stretch of abandoned office building hallways. A sea of stained yellow wallpaper and terrible carpets. What started as one small post really quickly developed into a fandom, with everybody writing their own backstories, continuity, lore, and all these narratives coming together in a big cosmic gumbo in this setting of the fractal hallways that live between worlds. One of the most famous, and I would argue what kind of propelled the Backrooms from underground horror community stuff to mainstream, was a series of short films by a very young YouTuber named Kane Parsons. Parsons kickstarted the trend of making Backrooms found footage videos, which is what we're looking at today, and pretty much everything we're going to be looking at was inspired by what he worked on. It's fantastic stuff, honestly. Triply so when you learn that he was 16 years old when he made it. If you haven't seen any of them yet, I'd definitely say go check them out after this video. They're a great little bit of shoestring budget internet horror. The original video is probably the best little microcosm of it. There's a bunch of them, but they're all well made. And if you really liked it and you think, hey, I'd enjoy that concept for roughly 90 minutes, I hope I can sit in a big room with 300 other people and eat some popcorn and do that. I got some fantastic news for you. A24 Productions is working on a feature-length script about the Backrooms. It's going to be directed by Parsons with collaboration from James Wan, who, if you don't recognize the name, was the director of Saw and The Conjuring. Time will tell if that movie will be a total hit or a flop, but nonetheless, I think it's incredibly cool that an independent filmmaker is going to get to make a big horror movie before he can even legally rent a car. That's so cool. And if you want more internet horror, you are in exactly the right place for it, because you can click through on our channel and see the hundreds upon hundreds of scary videos we've been making for years. Put together some words that you like, you'll find something for it, I guarantee you. Stay subscribed, stay scared, and stay watching this video, okay? We got more Backrooms coming up for you. Number 4, no clipping through reality. Now, in that very first post that described the Backrooms and created the initial lore, it said that the way you get to the Backrooms is by no clipping through reality. If you spent most of your childhood outside playing sports with other kids and you weren't exclusively surfing the Steam forums, maybe the term no clip is unfamiliar with you. It's a video game development term, meaning no collisions, allowing you to pass through all objects in a digital space. It's mostly used for development, but it can also be a little cheat code in some games. I had a lot of fun no clipping through Half-Life 2 and feeling like I was some sort of temporal god, just blitzing through all the levels in 6 seconds. The idea of no clipping in reality sounds kind of funny, but also if you really thought about it, just terrifying. I mean, imagine if you woke up one day and physics just stopped working entirely. It would probably stress me out. You don't have to imagine much more, because thanks to a Redditor and TikToker by the handle of Active Hypocrite, we have a look at just what phasing through reality might look like. And here's where it would go. Starts kind of funny, the chair scrambling around like a Source Engine prop glitching out, and then not even 10 seconds later, our hapless protagonist finds themselves no clipping through reality and landing flat in the Backrooms, presumably to spend out the rest of their days. Imagine how scary that would be. Your whole life's just upturned, and half a second like that, you're enjoying reality, enjoying all the pleasures that existence has to offer, and then bam, to the Backrooms with ya. I gotta say, people give TikTok a lot of guff, and rightfully so. I've seen a lot of terrible things on there. But I do like how it's become a video platform for really quick, bite-sized little snacks of filmmaking. Any platform that allows creative people a medium for which to serve up scares, A-okay with me. Number 3, the entrance to the Backrooms on Google Earth. It's a popular trend on TikTok lately where users claim that they're able to find doorways into the infamous Backrooms, finding the portals that connect the realities between, and that they can find these points on Google Earth. I've watched a bunch of them. Some of them, I'm not gonna lie, pretty corny, but some of them are pretty fun, like the one I've found for you here. Posted to us from user Super Game Kid, and I have to throw this out here. The video in question, when it was posted with the title, "Not Fake." So if you had any doubts, well, there it is, not fake. Duh. Not like anyone can attach photos to Google Earth or anything, no sir. Alright, we'll roll some of this clip in question. Now remember, this user found something strange in Japan. A big, mysterious looking complex, maybe a high-tech government institution, something that wouldn't look too out of place in an SCP story or something. That's already odd enough, because I don't know what this building really is. When you zoom in on it like they did, you get an up-close and personal view of everybody's favorite never-ending liminal series of hallways, the Backrooms. I like to think that if the Backrooms are out there, you know, in between realities, this endlessly expanding space of musty hallways, the way to access it was through the most advanced high-tech facility. Billions of dollars spent to get trapped in a mysterious stinky space. Isn't that mostly the plot of Stranger Things? Who knows what sort of research could be done on the Backrooms? Who knows what sort of efforts have been made to reach them? You just try typing SV no clip 0. That's a little joke for you gamers out there. All I know is that it's not anything I'm looking to explore anytime soon, so I'm thankful for videos like this, where I can experience the Backrooms from the comfort of my own reality with doorways and exits and an outside and everything. Number 2, Deathrooms. I think we've been getting a little tame with these videos. And I mean, that's sort of the nature of the Backrooms, isn't it? It's more about the strange wistfulness that comes from a place that's familiar, nostalgic, but unrecognizable, like a dream being described to you by someone else. A bit of an esoteric fear, but esoteric fear doesn't really make for good videos YouTubers can make stupid thumbnails in the faces reacting to about. So sometimes we gotta crank it up just a little bit while also meeting content guidelines. Much like the SCP Foundation, there's all sorts of contributors to the shared urban legend that is the Backrooms. Some of them see the Backrooms as a lot more hostile. Let's roll some of this recovered found footage from YouTuber ChuggaYT called The Death Walls. Whatever is going on in this clip is bad news bears and then some. We see it from the perspective of a couple of explorers donning hazmat suits, presumably from some super secret government institution you need Black Ops level clearance to even know about. Maybe the SCP Foundation? I could definitely see those guys getting involved in something like this. Whatever has happened though is absolutely horrible. We see the remnants of the investigation crew squished up against the walls. They had no clips set back to 1, not 0. They're wedged in between the Backrooms. Their insides are sprayed all over horrifically, but that might not even be the worst thing happening out there, because whoever we're watching the footage of is running from something horrifying that we can't see. Now there's a lot of low effort content about the Backrooms, all the 3 AM posts, all the silly reaction faces. There's some very cool independent filmmaking and creative work being done with the Backrooms, and I always want to shout out a more creative one when I see it. It's only a minute long, and it gave me a little spook. So toss ChuggaYT a like when you see him next, and tell him the top 5 scary gang sent you. Number 1, the pool rooms. Now, since the Backrooms first started becoming popular around like 2019-ish, there are so many clips and videos of people recording their own experiences, and everyone's got their own little like personal touch on what they think the Backrooms is, and really it's a shared internet horror story, so nobody's got a wrong answer. There's a lot of really great ones worth checking out, but I think some of them don't quite get what was making it so scary or unique in the first place. If it's just monsters and bad guys and scary writings on the walls, that's like any other horror setting. When the original post was just about a bizarre office space that looked familiar but off in a way that you can't really place. This video posted to Reddit called The Pool Rooms really captures that for me. It's an endless, sprawling, familiar location. Doesn't really look like anything out of reality. It looks almost like it could be like an abandoned shopping mall from the 80s or something. You know, that ceramic style, that trademark soulless architecture and design. You can tell where like a food court Taco Bell should be, except it's all been mostly flooded up to about shin level. It's enough to be annoying, but not enough to be impossible to travel through. There is really something about this, for me at least. The stillness when something should be there, something will leap out at you but never comes. Look at it for a long time and just think about how unpleasant it would be to be in there. Cold, lonely, constantly wet, no retrieval or even a moment to catch your breath and get dry. The Backrooms and the whole concept of it is scariest when I think it's like a dream that you're only sort of half remembering, but you're not sure what's real and what isn't. Everything in this video has been real though, I'll tell you that. I would never tell you something fake on this channel. I love the pool rooms. I love the aesthetic of it. The Redditor who posted it, one Jared Pike, does a lot of cool art very much in this style of like scary liminal spaces on his personal Instagram. So if you were like me and you were enamored by the haunting beauty of this clip, give the guy a follow, because it ain't easy for a struggling artist out there. Not like Not like I would know anything about that. Well, that's about all she wrote, my little ghouls and goblins. Hope you had fun trekking through the back rooms with me. No, I always do. Take it easy, creep on creeping on, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. The door out of the film studio seems to look a little different. There's a big hallway with a lot of yellow wallpaper and a carpet that wasn't there before. I'll worry about that in a minute. Take it easy.